And so I'm just trying to say, like Elon Musk was saying, that technology by itself will degrade. And we need to, as soon as we can, start working against this, right? At every level that we have access to. We have to simplify the hardware we're running on. We have to simplify the operating systems we use, the libraries we use, the application code we write, the communication systems we do this over, like the internet. We have to simplify how we compile, debug, and distribute software, and we have to simplify how people interface with software. And that sounds like really a lot of stuff to do, but the good news is that all of these things are so ridiculously complicated right now that it's very easy to find things to improve. Simplifying any of these systems only requires the will to do it, rather than, and a taste. You have to have a taste to recognize how complicated things are and how they would be better if they weren't so complicated. Okay, now a lot of people are probably like, okay, whatever. Software is complicated, but I don't believe civilization is going to collapse or anything. And so, you know, maybe, but I would say if you're a programmer, you should care about this anyway, because even just your own personal future, like programmers are not that happy today. We're often very grumpy, and the reason we're grumpy is because we're doing stupid things all the time instead of interesting things. And that's not going to get better if we keep doing things the way that we do them, right? So you personally will be happier if we change the way we do things. And if we do things the way they are now, maybe the future is deeply mediocre in the way that America's space future was going to be deeply mediocre. Now, even if you just want to survive as just an individual game developer, like you're thinking, look, I just want to get my game done, I want to ship it, I want it to succeed financially, even if you just want to have a very limited scope of concern like that, removing complexity is still the right short-term play, even if it doesn't seem like it. I'm sure we all are very familiar with cases like, well, we're going to ship in 5 months, and we're having a lot of problems with this particular system. It's really buggy, you know, it loses people's work all the time, whatever. But we just have to stick with it for 5 months, and it'll be past, it'll be history. And that's good because rewriting it would be a lot of effort, it might delay shipping. And so we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick out the 5 months. And that's always wrong, because always what happens is it takes 2 years to ship instead of 5 months. And so the amount that you suffered from this system is way worse than it otherwise would have been. And maybe, in fact, that system was a large ingredient in why it took so long to ship. So simplify. And in simplifying your own code to solve your own local problems, you're also building institutional knowledge about how to simplify, which sounds really basic, but I would claim we don't even really have that anymore.